Okay. Hello, Mr. Jing. Is everything okay now for your mic?
Let's see. How about now? Better? No.
No. Yeah,
No.
like robot. Okay. While waiting for Mr. Jing to fix the mic, so I'm shut my screen here, and first, I'll really follow up some of the dependency here, and this is related to the previous week dependency. First, already done. It's about the keywords. We pivot the keywords optimization through the post in GMB, while also in low priority, we try to basically direct the partner to give review based on the keyword that we choose. And from a conversion team, this one is actually the latest updates. Siapa? Icha, as in Bayu, as per I know, this is started with Villa Naunusa, but can you give us a short update about what is the continuation of that projection that we already designed, and with the explanation about how we can achieve the revenue? Icha or Bayu, perhaps. Go ahead.
I guess I'll start, Kak.
Okay.
With now Nusa, we started this workflow, right? And from that, let's say that experiment, we found out what are the points that we need to deliver in this strategy itself. And then this I have one question actually. So for further projections, do we upload the projection itself or the PDF, like when Icha sent
Mm.
to uh,
Okay,
Oris
that's a
and
good
Wayan
questions.
yesterday?
First, to answer your questions, I think it's better to upload the whole strategy that we explained to the owner, so we have the documentation. But second, my questions is, what is the follow up from the owner after you try to deliver that projection, or it haven't delivered yet?
Uh, we haven't delivered it straight to the owner actually. It's still through the help of the BD team.
Okay. May I ask from BD team and BI team, anyone that know why it haven't delivered? But because I think it's already done about days ago. Is there any conversion team?
Yes, I'm here, Kak.
Yeah, Kayla. Do you know the
So,
updates about the Naunusa?
no, actually for now, Nusa, it's on Moana, but I haven't gotten to reach her out since this morning. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe we'll follow up later on, ya, Kak.
Okay. I need Icha to follow up to Wayana related to this one, since we need to know like whether it is a good strategy or not if we deliver the revenue projection with we the explanation on how we can achieve the revenue target itself. Yeah. No, I think Bayu. I'll delegate this to Bayu. Yeah. Okay, Bayu. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Make sure that you know the reason why it haven't delivered yet. Like, is there something that the BD team still hesitate or it needs to improve or clarify gitu ya? So it needs to be delivered. Nadia, please tag Bayu in this case in the above apa namanya notes, so we can follow up after like over this week basically. Okay, that's for the conversion, and then from the strategy part, I'd also follow up with Kayla that this one is about the MQL evaluation. Kayla, would you like to update anything from this one?
Yes, Kak. So for the MKL evaluation, this is based on Address and Bios project, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, this is my bad for not seeing the calendar properly. So actually, I will schedule the result next week on the February 2nd, Kak, because the meeting will be held on January 28th. I also have invited you. But for
Okay. So how many times we would like to evaluate it, like the MQL per
okay,
month?
so actually For me, currently our arrangement is for once a month, but
Okay.
maybe after this, after Friday's meeting, we'll figure out how many we should do that. Maybe twice a month, Kak. Maybe, ideally.
I see. And I suggest you to conduct it before the meeting start. Yeah. For example, like on every Monday, on every second week of Monday in a month, twice a month. Nah, gitulah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
we can have like insights before the meeting start. Okay, Kayla. From Irfan, this is the marketing team to improve the guidelines and workflow. Visualization for platforms. Okay, so this one is about the dashboard. Yeah, Irfan. Yeah. So let me open. I also checked this already before the meeting today. This is for the awareness funnel. Okay. This is for the Google Analytics. Basically, the BI team, the DS team, helps us to visualize the data that is provided in Google Analytics and also in Facebook. And the other is still ongoing. In this part, in progress of reviewing what kind of metrics that we would like to evaluate in each of the platform that we used as the awareness platform. Irfan, would you like to update anything about this one?
Okay, so we try to visualize the insight from the platform, and also we have a bunch of metrics that we can use. But I still research to reasoning why we choose the metrics and what uh, actionable plan that we can get insight from the metrics. We still, I mean, I think we still need to coordinate with marketing team about how to get insight from this data and which metrics should we use to
Mm,
help marketing team.
okay. Right. So this one is overview. So the overall harusnya ya kayak gitu berarti. Okay.
Yep.
I think this still under development. Can you schedule a 30 minutes time to discuss between the awareness team, you, and also me first, but I believe that next week will have business analyst that onboarded. So I'd like to delegate that to the newest business analyst candidate. So that's for Irfan. Yeah, please schedule a time to discuss more about this one.
Okay,
Okay.
Kak.
That's for the last dependency. So it's basically followed up in the next discussion. And for Kayla, this one also needs to be set ya Kayla ya. Um, buat awal-awal twice a month aja, and then every second and fourth Monday of the month. Sorry, ya Monday lah bisa. Monday kayak gitu aja. Okay, that's for the dependency. So we have done the discussion of that. And actually, I'd like to change a little bit of the format today. Where actually, why I change it because I find I'm trying to identify each funnel just now and find some interesting findings that we need to discuss further. Maybe start it from the conversion chapter. Uh, Let me know if this data is not correct. So from my observation that there is no MOU signed this month, and also one of the property that on board in December haven't listed yet, like in our channel. But I see that I'm not really sure. I think this is Kyla writing down about the progress. I'll let Kyla report first.
Okay, thank you, Galili. So actually, this report is based on to respond your observation, Kak. So for the
Yeah.
first one, the no MOU signed this month. So actually, we have several potential MKLs this month, earlier this month, but apparently it takes quite a long time to do one jangan. And the second one is Ila Nandini, which is the revenue projection problems. I've elaborated more on this here, so I will not being too long in here. So for no MOU, we have several potentials, but currently it's Villa Manjangan that is most likely to sign. And I hope the decision will be before before this month ends. So hopefully we get one. For the failures detected. So actually, I have last week I have several inspections, and the first one is the failures become come from the guidelines adoption. So this is my fault for not giving intensive checkup on the first 2 weeks. So floored I have floored the materials and also the guidelines, and I take it from there. It's quite I'm not sure. It's quite clear from there. And actually, on the third week of January, we gained a lot of leads. But apparently, after much more inspection, I decided to send them back because they're far from our ideal or usual type of properties to approach. Because some of them under management but failed to detect it, well established and no apparent opportunities. And my actionable plans for that is to improve the guidelines to be easier to understand, maybe include examples. This one has been discussed with the team members, and to have intensive inspection, Kak, because this is more of guidelines adoptions that has the problem here. The second one is the team management issue. This is also from my side because I have tried to communicate with the team members, especially on progress and frictions, but yeah, I think I don't I haven't mastered that kind of assertiveness yet to the team members. So to raise the awareness, I still need the help from Kanadin and Moana or maybe HR with that. And also, some of the team members are quite hard to approach. Have
Mhm.
tried to contact it, but yeah, no response. But they attend several meetings, so I'm not sure about that one. My previous consideration is that because they are volunteers, they have the low bandwidth. But my hypothesis based on that kind of inspection is that they have motivation and maybe integrity issue regarding this campaign. So I'll inspect personally on that and maybe approach the ones doing that, Kak. And for the Blue Maya and Istana Willy case, actually, I don't have any visibility, so I'll offer this for Moana later on. Thank you, Kak
Okay.
Lilis.
Yeah, thank you, Kyra, for the answers related to the issue that I find out in this part. First, perhaps interesting case for Fila Anandini, and not really interesting case. I mean, the case that I think we discussed last week, juga to give more comprehensive revenue projection. But perhaps I'd like to ask with Kayla or Mawayan, whoever that takes the conversion, sorry, the last stage. Have we tried to re-persuade using the newest method? Like this is the amount and then this is the strategy, something like that. Or is it like not really worth it to re-approach this apa potential leads?
Okay, so for the improvement of the guidelines to add the strategies upon the revenue projection, ya Kak, not only doing the revenue projection,
Yep.
it's usually done after this pitching, after the meeting is done with the owner. So actually, buyer can
Yeah, I
review
know that, but
the projection or
would
reapproach
it
them.
be, yeah, would it be worth
Yeah.
it that if we reapproach using the
Mhm.
newest version of the projection?
Okay, currently no, because they have a full, yeah, they are fully booked until March.
I
That's the
see.
first, and the second one, our revenue break-in is still too low compared to their current income. They have like 38 to 40 mils, and yeah, we are in 20.
I
So
see.
yeah, it's just not interesting for them because he's a property managers also.
I see. I see. Okay. This one is really interesting, Keisha, where I see that because I'm also like from BI. Sometimes we also like no, we are making projection based on data, and I believe this is internal and external data, and also some judgment. But um sometimes when we offer like too high, it might be setting up expectation too high to the owner, but that also might be a motivation. That's the pros and cons. But if it is too low, it's actually not interesting for owner. Of course, it's affect the sales, and but that's give what is that like, we need to really focus on that and to achieve that revenue projection. That's the pros and cons that I have in mind. Anyone would like to offer a suggestion on how to proceed like problem like this one? Okay,
Sure.
Mr. Jing.
Lilith, is my voice more clear now?
Yes, we can hear it
Okay, fantastic.
clearly.
I think what Kyla just brought up is actually a really good BI case study. So when we go out to make projections, we, let's say, create a projection that's lower than what they're currently getting. That needs to get fed back into BI as a market opportunity discovery. Because if it is possible that they are getting more, then we need to know what they're doing because we're clearly behind on something if that's the case. So I think it's kind of like an iterative cycle. I wouldn't think of it as like I've told Kyla this too. Whenever we fail on a business deal in terms of negotiation, but if we get the information to find out why and how we need to do better, then that is how we iterate a better version. So in this particular case, yeah, we probably won't get a deal if we cannot if we project that we can only deliver 20, they're getting 40. Then I think the business question needs to be how can we get more than 40 for the same property? And it revolves around studying, I think, this particular case to figure out, okay, they probably know something more than we do in this particular case. So let's learn that. And then if we learn what that is, then I'm sure we could apply it to our other properties and start improving the actual performance for our other properties as well. So it's not a case of how do we win this deal, but it's how a case
Yep.
of how do we improve and innovate our services.
I see, I see. So thank you very much, Mr. Jing, for reminding me. So basically, try to get like to takeaways, let to get takeaways from any failure or any success. Basically, that's the general thing that we always try to do. So perhaps, Kyla, do you have any visibility like perhaps the owner telling you, hey, I'm doing this but you're not doing this, something like that, or you haven't investigate like how they do market their property?
Okay, so actually, yes, we have done discovery, and the people who do this is actually me and Canadian. And from our discovery, actually the villa is kind of new. That's first, and their Airbnb performances is not known at all. I mean, they've got no reviews, no performance on that area, but they have a lot of referrals and word of mouth because the property is really good, that one kak, and because
I
the
see.
owner is property managers in Jakarta area, they have this kind of friends referral that usually book on directly. So, and they also have the arrangement with agents, their own agents, who brought in the 60 millions for the properties. Usually, I think this is also the conclusion that we have gained from the team as well, is that yeah, we need to learn something from this because we need to know what is exactly that we're lacking and how we can improvise from that. But for this one case, it's actually quite hard to reproach Kak, because the owner itself,
Mm,
yeah, they're strict to business, the business persona.
I see. Okay, thank you very much, Carla, for the findings. That also, I think the same case happened with Villa Acaza, if I can share a little bit. So, Villa Acaza is upboarded from exclusive into temporary, like this month. It's because they can gain bookings from their marketing team, which is actually from referrals and past guests that already coming to that property, but we cannot really deliver booking for Villa Acasa. So this is actually the biggest chunk that we haven't. Uh, what is that? We cannot really grab yet in this part. So it's also related to the strategy from the awareness team in squad, is yeah, in guest squad basically, if I'm not mistaken. So um, I've tried to offer this kind of problem to some trials, but I haven't really get like the newest, the innovative solution that can tackle this problem. But okay, Mr. Jim, would like to speak something. Go ahead.
Okay, I'd just like to echo this is the second time that I've heard of this particular marketing strategy working really well during these times. So I think Vidi was talking to me about this last week too as well. That a lot of our biggest bookings come from people who are owners and they go through agents. They don't book themselves. They just go through a trusted third party that they generally go to. And there's apparently hundreds, if not thousands, of these types of guests that essentially book through their connections. And I think he had talked about deepening this particular connection. It's sad to know that Akasa was able to look and find guests from their own past, because I'm sure we probably have more guests, right, overall in our history than they do. But we just don't seem to have a guest relationship management system put into place. That's essentially how you would actually tap into your past guests and bring that forward. I think I've been mentioning this for quite a while, but I don't know if any serious efforts have been made to actually activate this new program.
Mm-hmm.
We traditionally just go on the, like I said, the existing awareness programs without maybe discovering where the new opportunities are. And I think this particular blind spot needs to be, I don't know, like emphasized and
Yeah.
underlined, really, really put into practice. Because what I see is happening is that on the guest awareness, we're not really innovating. I don't think we've actually come up or developed many new ways of pivoting guest awareness after the pandemic. It's just been pretty much kind of like within Facebook and Instagram for years now. So if we've already discovered that this is a major source of revenue, plus it's easy, then is it not possible for us to focus a little bit more time on it? So that's something I see. Yeah, anyways, we're making the changes right now at
Yeah.
leadership level to reflect that. So yeah, but I think we do need to place our foot into the new direction if we find that this new direction has been repeatedly showing good results.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Jing, for confirming and directing us to that basically. In guest final, actually, the BI team tried to reactivate the agent management that we already start from 2 weeks ago, I think, and I really haven't really see uh like a big improvement in terms of result, but yes, there is progressing. And also, yes, I also talked with Tandy in the advocacy guest panel, where first thing that we would like to really focus right now is the guest referrals. I'm trying to like I read some resources that returning guests bring more, like a returning guest is very beneficial for any kind of business actually, especially in the hotels and accommodation like us. So I think that's a very good things that we need to prioritize for starting from this late January or the February, and perhaps Mr. Jing can address this problem to the leadership level juga gitu ya. Yeah, I think that's that. Thank you very much, Mr. Jing. Because this also related to the second failure that we faced this month, which is some of our property is offboarding, which is Akasa being a temporary partner for us. And then di Uma Canggu, we don't really get revenue for them. For the Aurelia residents is actually at the beginning we only have 6 months agreement, and the owner would like to stop the partnership. So it means that not satisfied enough with our services. And then for the Villa actors, I haven't get the reason yet, but let's try to discuss later on. But this is really related to the problem that we just discussed just now. And if this keep happening, I believe that it will getting worse over time gitu, because uh, I think from the observation of every owner, the market is getting better, but for some reason they are not perform better in Bukit Vista. So that's the biggest problem that we face right now. Okay, so that's for the first problem in conversion team. Wait, anyone raise their hand? Mas Gani, go ahead. Eh, Is that Mas Gani that raising his hand?
Uh,
No?
Nika.
Oh, Kyla. Okay, go ahead, Kai.
Actually, this update for Blue Maya and Istana Willy, just quick update. So
Okay,
for
sure.
Istana Willy, I'd like to address to JR maybe because they're ready for the photo shoot only. And the second one for Blue Maya, they decided not to have the partnership because the low revenue projection.
Okay, first, let me go to Istanawili first. The CM team. Do I have Asa here? Um,
Letting me present, Kak.
Audrey. Oh, Audrey.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
go ahead, Audrey. Do you know the case of Istanawili where they haven't photo shoot? I think.
I'm sorry, I have nothing delegated to me related to that. Kak.
Okay,
Gitu.
so then please tag Asa and also Audrey, Nadia to take care of Istana Willy why it's not getting photo shoot yet. Is that property is not ready or any kind of problem or friction related to Blue Maya? Actually, I'm also have like questions. Blue Maya is not deciding to be our exclusive partner, but why we have the listing for Blue Maya in Airbnb and we manage the Blue Maya. So what is the difference between not signing and signing then?
Kak, may I confirm for Blue Maya? Because what I've heard from Moana is actually Blue Maya is a referral from Blue Apsara, right?
Yes, the same owner.
Yep, and Blue Maya is not exclusive yet because the owner still wants to try to find their own markets that first. And second one, if I remember correctly, for Blue Maya, I think I'm not sure. How long have we been managing the listing, Kak, for Blue Maya?
I don't remember, but a very long time since
Oh,
2020.
long time.
2021 or 2020, I forget actually. The listing is instant book, so that's my question. What is the difference between like signing a contract and not signing a contract for
It
Blue
should be
Maya?
different. It should be different. I'm
Yeah.
not sure about the arrangement with Blue Maya, the previous arrangement, but if currently and from now on, if the property is not exclusive with us, then yeah, we're not make and they're not signing any deals, then we're not making the listing for exclusive. But
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
need to
please take care of that, yeah, Kyla, yeah. Because this is loading like very long time. Oh, this one. Yes, there is a temporary unit, but we have Agoda and Airbnb listing that is instant book. So that's my questions. What which we should do different, right, for assisting this property basically, ya. Coba ya kak ya di ini lagi di follow up, right? Please help me to take a note, ya Nat, ya. Okay. So that's that case. I think I still need to trying to figure out for this one. Related to the failure detected guideline adoption. Kyla, what makes the guideline is not adopted well? Like, is it okay? You said that you would like to improve the guideline to be easy to get easier to read or understand, right? But in this case, have you tried to survey like to one or two of your team? What is exactly their what is that frictions gitu? Karena sometimes adoption is not the guideline yang salah, but they are not reading the guideline. That's very possible, and they don't understand gitu. Jadi nggak selalu di guideline-nya yang salah gitu. I haven't visited yet, actually. I think I need someone from BI to help me to investigate that together with you. Jadi dari external party, not someone that using it. So it will be better. So can I delegate with, let me think, yeah. Since the resource will come next week. So I think would like to have just put the name ya Nadia ya, Jessica with Kayla to investigate more about these guidelines of online canvassing basically. Jadi ada the whole stages kan ada di situ ya, kayak gitu. Jadi I'd like to hear from external parties and also Kayla needs to survey to your user. Jadi apa nih yang salah gitu? Why it's not working? Gitu ya. So many PR ya for the conversion team, but I think yes, it should be addressed pretty soon to basically try to catch up our performance this month. Okay, that's for this conversion. And then for transformation, it's related to the offboarding. Let me see if there's conversion. Sorry, confirmation. Because we cannot deliver revenue like on revenue projection and a booking to properties. Okay, so this is the answer from Tandy related to why those property is not continuing the partnership. Um, okay, right. Uh, is Tandy here? No, I think Tandy cannot really join. Or Audrey, would you like to deliver
Yeah.
anything for this one?
I'm not sure to Kalilis. I'm so sorry, Kak. Tandi didn't delegate anything to me related to this. Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, thank you, Audrey. So, if, for example, the answer is because it's not meeting the revenue projection, then it's becoming um, the, also the problem that we just discussed right now. How we should make the revenue projection and how we should proceed the revenue projection, basically. I need help in this part. Anyone have any idea or any insights, as for example you try to be the owner and you find out this, and do you have any solution or any proposed what is that improvement that we can do for this part? The accuracy of revenue projection is depends on two things: the accuracy of the value itself, and then the execution of how we proceed the marketing, of course, the marketing of a certain property. Okay, I think Mas Bayu, yeah, raising his hand. Go ahead, Mas.
Yeah, this is interesting, right? For revenue projection, how we are inspecting this. That's why I think the last time I requested the revenue projection to be including this strategy, right? That's why
Yep.
we we will be easier to inspect this. So, for example, the Tandy's case, right? There's a property that cannot achieve the revenue projection. Why don't we have a look at the revenue projection and see the strategy that creates that projection? So based
Mm,
on that projection, when we create it, what is the assumption? Are we assuming the travel restriction has been lifted, or what is the marketing strategy? Is all of that condition already correct or already met?
mm,
If yes, if the travel restriction is already lifted but we still cannot deliver the revenue projection, then we have a look at the strategy. What is our marketing strategy for that revenue projection? So that basically we can analyze it one by one. We cannot just see one number and then this is failed, then that's it, right? We
mm.
just we need to have a look at why it failed and what is the expected result, why we expected to achieve that number, basically.
I see. So your the proposal is still from the previous week, but for so that's for future, yeah. Um. Yes, Mas Bayu, thank you very much for your insights in this part. So it means that we already try to improve the projection itself, and I think I need more team in this part. Like, we also have Ara here from the squad. Later, I think I need to ha- to give more details in terms of the business analyst or revenue manager role description in this part. So to help me in this case, in order to meet the not really meeting the revenue projection, but basically take care of our property. So that's one, what is the resource that I need more karena we have so many property. And second adalah Mas Payu's suggestion where the improvement is already executed and will monitor the progress. Okay, thank you, Mas Bayu. And I think someone raising your hand. Is that oh,
I
Kyla
think
or
it's
Mr. Jing?
Kyler first.
Okay, Kyla. Go ahead.
This is actually a suggestion, Kak, for handling the offboarding partners. So I think this is subjective because I only observe from several groups of owners that yeah that I have involved. For example, for Aureli or Akaza, I think I'm not sure whether HM has done this or not, but for me personally, for me, I think for GM team needs to have more effort or to be more active in communicating with owners, whether to update the status of our efforts or just being transparent. Because if I'm the owners and I don't get enough engagements, I will just look for performances and not understanding the effort. So the improvement of feature is good, but we also need to have the understanding of the partners. Kak. I
Okay,
think that's
to improve visibility, yeah,
yep.
to the partner of what we are doing basically. Okay.
Yes. Kak. Thank you.
Right. Thank you, Kayla. I've taken note of that. I'll continue to Mr. Jing first.
Okay. That actually regards to a more fundamental issue I see here also for each particular squad, which is, do we have the framework to understand this problem? So if I'm not mistaken, let's say if partners are offboarding, we have three services for each level of the Maslow pyramid. And for each level, we have these three services, right? We have awareness, upgrade, and also maintenance services. What Kyla just brought up is actually a pretty strong point. Do we have maintenance services in place right now for partners? Do we try to defend against, let's say, offboarding by regular discussions on underperforming properties for why it's underperforming and what needs to happen? If we don't have that, then at the end of our period, then don't be too surprised, right? We haven't tried to either maintain the relationship or to perform. So it comes as something quite natural. So I think currently, if we don't look at a framework, then might not even realize we have a missing service there. And if that missing service isn't put into
Mm.
place soon, then of course we're going to get more partners offboarding as well. So that's about framework in terms of partnership, right? But if we zoom out again and let's take a look and think about let's think about the projection as Bayu was talking about. Just earlier, Lilith, you have some partial framework for how to actually create a projection, right? So there's the quality of the projection in the market and there's the quality of our execution.
Mm-hmm.
But I think a good projection probably has a few other components involved in it too, right? So let's say you take a projection and then you break it down into perhaps per channel. Okay, that could be one way you break it down. What can you predict? What can we predict on the Airbnb channel? What can we predict on the Booking.com channel? What can we predict on the agent channel? Break it down into, let's say, by channel and try to understand each particular thing. Or you could just some type of framework so that when we look at a particular projection, we know, okay, what are these components all there? Is there some framework that's missing here? So that way, when like Bayu suggests, we look at how the projection model is designed, we have a map, right? We know where particularly to go. So I think that can be actually a task that we delegate to a smart person on your team who can just kind of take in all the information that is currently happening and find a way to organize it into sections. Okay, so this is our projection model. It's based on this, and when something breaks down, then we can go and say, okay, what is actually broken? Is it whole thing broken, or is it just one particular part is broken? That is also why I think it's really important to just have like an overview of the framework whenever we look at any particular problem. So framework. That's my my word of the week.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Yang. I've taken note of some projection. I think we need to refresh the way we do revenue projection in this part, and also as Kala said, is informing like what we have done for a certain property. So it's execution, inspection, and visibility to our clients basically. Okay. For the framework itself, I think we need to have some options. As Mr. Jing said, one example is to break down in each channel. That's also be my note. And please for the DS and every BI team in this, what is that? Is the partner funnel. Please do take note of this problem, and I think this is very important to address. Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Jing. But since we already tried like the tried try to do some optimization for this property and they still decide to offboard. So Audrey, please take a note that we'll need to proceed the offboarding program correctly. What is the points that we need to what is that keep the good relationship with the partner. Do not let the partnership ends with not good image of Bukit Vista. Basically, that's the point. So I'll need you to update us by next week of what is the progress. Yeah, for all the properties. Okay. Thank you very much, everyone, for that. Let's continue to the advocacy funnel, where this the problem that I find out is who should share the. Okay, this is the technical problem actually, but related to the targeting itself, marketing lagi gitu. This is about partner story. It's already write it down in websites, but then the write down that the KPI is the story that shared. So my questions where it is need to be shared and when, who need to share it. Okay, Tandy confirming that partner story is still under discussion. Me and Cindy will make the format and guideline first. I want to delegate this to the new intern. Okay, so basically no answer that I get for this one. Mr. Jing, how many person that you have in advocacy that can help us in this part?
Currently there's I think Cindy. There's who's in my advocacy team? We got Cindy, Bila, let me see who's actually on the calendar there. I have probably just 3 to 4 people. Let me check the calendar. The calendar is Tendi, Bila, Rafik is on the list, but very rarely attends, and Vera and Cindy. So I got 4 people. And you want to put one on advocacy here in the partnership, right?
Yep, that's correct.
Okay. I can probably do this. There's what 18 people on this team right now, right?
Yep.
My guess is that my current team probably are pretty busy within their own squad. I would take 2 people from this team to teach them how to do advocacy. Does that sound good, Lilith?
Yep, I think so. I also haven't really understand like the new people. I think they are intern. Perhaps they are not accepted yet. So please help me to confirm juga with the guest squad. Sorry, the employee squad ya, Mr. Jing ya. But that
Okay, right.
sounds good.
Ara's here right now, actually, and I think Shaylin's also
Oh,
here right
sure,
now.
sure. Silen
Um,
Ara, you can help us to confirm.
okay, got it. I'll go over to Ara then first.
Okay, last word is actually cracking. This is confirm.
Ara, we cannot hear you.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Yes, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, this is confirmation about the ini kan resources, right?
Ya, ini kan ada banyak orang. I haven't know them yet from where gitu. Jadi apakah mereka intern atau?
Oke, Taskia itu CM. Ini intern si Aprizal itu content creator actually. Aflah itu
I see.
CM.
So they are still a trial
Arma
candidate
non-
basically ya?
Yeah,
Correct.
trials candidate for MBKM.
Okay, so that's that, Mr. Jing.
Okay.
So
Here's what we'll do. I'll talk to Ara right now on an offsite or offline, and we'll figure out who is going to be there. I'll get back to you at the end of the day to find a delegate that can be brought over to advocacy. So once we have an advocate and that can work full time on that, then what are your expectations, Alyssa, for what the advocate should be able to do?
okay, so actually the project that you not really project like the goals of transformation that we would like to pursue this month, like this month and next month, with this advocacy through the awareness channel in websites. So it is writing stories of partner and how to get the correct audience visiting that websites basically.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Understood. Okay. Give me some time with Ara. We'll figure out the delegate. Okay.
Sure, sure. Thank you very much, Ara, and also Mr. Jing for that. Please do take a note juga, but yeah, for that one. Thank you. And then now let's go to the strategy. I think I haven't figured out anything in the awareness funnel, but I'll let Mas Kenny to updates if you have anything that you'd like to update.
Okay, not much update sih, Lily. So you can go to awareness, yes.
Okay,
And I have write down a bit inside. So go to bottom, yes.
sure.
Today on the
This one.
inside, yeah. Okay, for the website, I have delegated the optimization of website traffic through SEO. So here is the some strategy that come up from Fabi. So she will execute the SEO on page off page strategy by publishing article and promote article on Bukit Vista Facebook.com. This is still under developing, and we expect to start execute this strategy by this week. This is still on the strategy stage. And the second one on the Google My Business, you can scroll down. Yes, we gain some insight that basically based on Fabi explanation here, she actually do more efficient compared to previous campaign manager. So previously before 13 January, the apa namanya the performance of views is up and down, but mostly down. That's also doing daily posting. But since Fabi managed the Google My Business, she have a different strategy, only posting twice a week, but she able to keep maintain the traffic and make it more stable. So I think this part is a good strategy from Fabi.
Mm.
So that part that is. And also, if you're talking about the apa namanya, the awareness strategy itself, so we are currently only have Fabi on partnership squad and on guest squad on the Jesslyn and Way. And also, I think need to consider for HR to bring apa namanya, a new resource from for awareness part because the MBKM is start on 7 February, right? So we have some of gaps there.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Mas Kenny, for the updates. Or do I have question? I have question just now, and it's disappeared. Okay. So this is the integration, like the pivot from the review, can ya? Putting the keywords in the post
Yeah,
itself.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So that's, I think, navigation strategy
Mhm,
that work right now, at least in terms
mhm,
of the awareness itself. But have you
mhm.
followed up? Like, is there any new list that's coming? I see actually there's
Okay,
some
for
new list, right?
new leads is not for from website or Google My Business, but the what things that interesting is we got one leads from Instagram, but it's not MQL yet.
It's not MQL. Okay.
Yeah, but
How about this three? I believe that you have some other new, yeah, from
oh,
websites. Perhaps kind
oh
of would like to help with this one.
Yes, Kak.
Yeah,
Sorry, Mas
sure.
Budi, I haven't followed up to you, but this list has been tackled by Canadian. So for Mr. Kelly, it's 2 weeks ago leads, as you guys have known already,
Yeah.
also with the body. And the newest one is the Pauline. It's MKL, and we'll have a meeting later on, Kak.
Which one? Sorry.
Pauline, sorry.
Pauline.
Yeah, but no name for the property yet, so
Oh,
it's
I
still
see.
under construction.
Okay. How about Budi?
If I remember correctly, Budi is non-MKL
Okay.
from Canadian, yes.
Okay. So from that, Mas Gani, we have, I think, compared to previous months, this wait leads, yeah. Can your any leads? This month's very good performance for the awareness team leads production. Actually, congratulations for that. In terms of bringing leads. So I think I need you to investigate because I believe that some weeks ago we tried. I'm not really sure. Have you done any kind of SEO optimization in the MMP page? Like,
Not yet,
not
not
yet.
yet.
All right. Let me go to Nadia. Nadia, I think you help us to manage the websites. Anything technical that we have done, we are choosing to optimizing the salah satu lagi kan, not the MMP page, but Bali. I forget the name. Yeah,
Early villa management.
Bali Villa Management. Is there anything technical that we have done like lately about that page?
Lately, actually, there's none for the MMP.
Lately means like 1 until 2 months
In
ago.
2 weeks, yeah, there's none. Mostly happen for the booking, basically for the guest one.
Okay, so that's guess, yeah. What? Okay, that's actually interesting. Why people visiting it right now? Okay, Mas Gani, would you like to speak?
Okay. I
Anything?
have two hypotheses for this one. The first hypothesis is could be from previous month we did some effort, like for example Facebook ads, right,
Mm-hmm.
that bring a lot of traffic to our website, and then it could be the audience is start apa ya start penasaran, start curious about us this month. So in this case, the timing, also the action and the result have a several
Lagging
gaps time,
time, yeah.
lagging time. That
Okay, so you're
one first hypothesis. The second one is, I think, on the better adoption, sir. So basically, we already provide the guideline, but new people, maybe, have a better understanding on communication strategy. So that part is updated the guideline. That's
I
my
see.
two hypotheses.
Okay, so adoption and also the lagging time between awareness and also leads coming, yeah. Okay, Mr. Jing, I think you need to you like to respond.
Sure. There's a few things here. In addition to Gani's opinion, this I think is a good thing for BI to also investigate whenever we see success. So we should probably maybe even take a look at the Google Analytics and see, do we
Mm-hmm.
get an increase in organic search? I just did a quick incognito search, Gani, and I've seen improvement. All right. So before, what we were on Bali Property Management was we were on second page, like 15th result or something, somewhere at the bottom of the second page. When I typed in Bali Property Management, we're now on the first page. Okay, so that part is improving. Not first result, but at least we're on the first page. The second result is on Bali Villa Management on the second website. We're on the first page, fourth result. So fairly high up there. Still not first result yet. So SEO efforts do take a while for the effects to carry over. So it's quite a bit of distance between activity and actually seeing the result. So perhaps I'm thinking if we can verify it through looking at the Google Analytics, we're getting higher organic traffic, right? And that could be why the delay between the action and actually the results that we're seeing. But once again, Alyssa, I think this is something that BI should whenever we see an opportunity, there should be kind of like a in-depth analysis to understand why and where is it coming from.
Yep, yep. Right. Thank you, Mr. Jing. Yes, I think that's that's of course, yes, we need to investigate more. But I believe the BI team needs to collaborate also with the awareness team to get faster context and also apa namanya, change understanding between each other. Um, just now tuh udah ada dependency if I'm not mistaken itu dengan tim apa ya? I forget actually. Let me see. Irfan, yeah, Irfan, and yeah, this is Jessica. The awareness team, I think you can probably tag. Wait, do I have team? Oh, Bella. Please try to tag Bella in this part, yeah. Kayla. Kayla. Nadine. Right. Okay. I think that's from the awareness team. And siapa? Nadia, please also take a note that there is some opportunity. Catatannya yang lebih detail. It is about the lagging time between awareness activities and also leads that's coming. And also the second one is about the guidelines adoption. Okay. Anything that you'd like to update from technology or strategy part? teknologi dulu from Mas Bayu or Nadia. Is there any updates? None?
Oh,
Okay.
sorry. There's none from the technology part for now.
Okay. From Irfan and Bayu, is there anything you'd like to update from your card for perhaps, or it's already discussed just now related to the dashboard basically? Okay. Ada? Bye? Icha or
Uh,
Irfan?
for Irfan's update, I'm pretty sure it's regarding to the dashboard that we have discussed before. So that's on Irfan's part, and for my part is on SLA monitoring for conversion. It's pretty much done, and all I have to do is to confirm the accuracy of the tool itself. And I've scheduled a meeting with Kak Kaila this Friday, so that I hope from this we could try the tool that we have made, and looking forward for the tool to be put in use for future SLA monitoring for conversion,
Okay.
and all of the partners in partnership.
This one, yeah. So it should be integrated with this, right, Bayu?
No, since conversion use a different platform, they use purely Google Sheets,
Huh?
so it will be only using the Google Sheets.
I see. Actually, it can be integrated like from the Google Sheet to Trello. So my vision is for the DS project for this one, we have one dashboard where we can see like that Google Sheet gitu, yang this Google Sheet. We can see like easily any kind of SLA that we monitor. Jadi nanti jadi satu. I think Irfan mentioned it that it can like from the Google spreadsheet it can be imported to di sini, bahkan from Airtable it can be also directed to Redash to make the visualization. Yeah.
Okay, Hans said we will discuss further. So I think that's all the update from us.
Okay, okay. And I think note, yeah, for Bayu, Irfan, and also Icha from the BI team, you have heard some problems that is already discussed just now. So it's becoming our concern, like more put more priority to that problem, to the awareness, which is investigating the successful cases, and then for the conversion, which is the adoption, and then for the transformation, which is related to the revenue projection. Yeah, there's so many notes, so please take care of that, and let's also discuss further today this the business intelligence meeting. All right, I think we'll finish about like on time in this case for today. Thank you very much for coming, everyone. I knew that this month is not really good, I guess, for the partnership funnel. But let's try to take some learning, yeah, takeaways gitu from this month, and let's try to collaborate more with people. If you have problem, just say it. Do not be quiet. Try to schedule a meeting. If you'd like to schedule a time with me, that's also okay. Although I don't have a direct solution, but let me invite some of my team that can help you with that. But yes, that's the end of the meeting today. Once again, thank you very much, guys, and see you around. Bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.